So as we sit here together, moving inwards, let us begin our meditation today by asking the Arcturians to please activate the crystals and the crystal temple in this room. So as you relax down into your bodies, as you breathe into your heart, allow your perception, whether it's sight or sound, knowing or feeling, of the crystal temple experience to come into your reality. Or you may simply visualize what is taking place. And as you focus on this etheric crystal temple, so you become more sensitive to the higher dimensional energies and beings which are present here with us. The temple masters, Helioa, Juliano, and members of the Council of Elders. So these wonderful beings in the 9th dimension lower their frequency for us. And they bring into this room, into this temple, a suitable vibration or frequency which we are able to tolerate. And yet at the same time, the frequency can be different for each one, as we all hold a different frequency. So become more aware of your frequency. And experience the interrelation between your frequency of presence and the frequency that is offered you by the Arcturians that are here to work with you. And you gradually come into resonance with the Arcturian energy at a frequency which is suitable for you. And as we work together in this way, so our consciousness expands into greater awareness. So let us become aware of each of us in this room, those who are connecting to us and those that will listen to the meditation, as we send our heart energy around this circle. As we open our hearts to the Arcturians that are here with us. And we experience the expanded energy of inclusion when we include all those who wish to be present with us. So breathe down into your body, into your relaxation. The highest level of being is when you can simply be within yourself, in total acceptance of all that is within this moment, of all that lies within, of all that lies without. Simply to be in acceptance. And then there is nowhere to go, nothing to achieve, nothing to do. It requires a certain letting go, of course, a certain shift into a more subtle energy, a more subtle space within. You cannot get enlightened in the future. You can only be enlightened in this moment. So we see how impatience gets us nowhere. We see how striving to attain simply holds us back. So we rest within. We let go of all doing. And the light of self is able to enter. For the self, of course, is only in the now. So from high above, you sense, see or visualize the light of the I Am Presence descending. Your soul star chakra above your head receives this light. And from your soul star chakra, it moves down to your higher mind at the top of your head. Into the center of your head. Down into your high heart. And you affirm, I am. And so as you move ever more deeply inwards into the high heart, the light of your presence, of your soul, is also able to ignite from within your high heart, from the deepest place within. And there is an opportunity there to express I am from the level of your higher self, your soul and creator source. Of course, it does not come from the mind, from the ego self. So as you shift your consciousness away from the ego personality into a higher consciousness, you find yourself within a state of being where all can be accepted without judgment and even without comment. For the high heart accepts naturally. The high heart does not judge. The soul simply observes. And you can be content and at peace within yourself, accepting all that lies within. Feeling that there is nothing that you need to change about yourself. And this allows you to experience the love of the Creator. And for the heart to begin to open to receive the Christ light. For your soul cannot come in if love is not present. And as you begin to perceive yourself from this perspective, it then becomes necessary to accept yourself as a multi-dimensional being, a being of light, a being of love, and a being with great abilities and potential. How can you be powerful in your spiritual work if you do not believe, accept your greatness? The ego, of course, is afraid of this. It has fought for its survival in fear, because it has never received the love which it needed. Only you can give yourself the love which is needed. And as your ego personality receives your unconditional love and compassion, it can then feel safe to surrender. And when that surrender takes place, you enter into the trueness of your being. So much energy has been arriving on the planet recently to taking each one into deeper levels within, and deeper levels within the heart. Do not be afraid of pain, for this will keep your heart closed if you do not have the courage to allow your deepest pain to present itself and to open through you. For deep within, in every human, is the deep pain of separation. It is by allowing oneself to experience one's deepest pain within that pain is able to be released, and to experience oneness. As that oneness is experienced within the high heart, we see the illusion of separation. So we ask the Arcturians now within this temple to spend a few moments working with us. Simply surrender and allow them to merge with you, for they are, of course, in oneness with you. As they bring their energy into your aura, into your being, to heal, to lift, and to open. Nothing can remain hidden. All must be exposed. For only then can you be free. Only then can you experience the joy. So let us move on now to the incoming energies and what is being prepared for us. We have all heard many times about the necessity of being grounded And it's particularly important at this time. So bring your focus into your foundation, your pelvic area, and center yourself within your base chakra and your lower chakras. As your abdomen fills with light, the light of your I Am presence, move down into the earth and your connection to her core. Allow your heart to come into resonance with hers. It requires a certain softness, a certain tenderness, a certain sensitivity. And a sharing of love takes place. And see your web of light merging into her new crystalline grid. And we connect now to her Kundalini energy. The divine feminine. And through your base chakra, you connect to her Kundalini. And you simply allow it to rise gently upwards through your central column. If you're not experiencing, then visualize. Know that you can communicate with your Kundalini energy. You can ask it what you would like it to do. The Kundalini must always be grounded to the core of the planet. As the Kundalini rises upwards, you may feel that you have Kuan Yin with your Kundalini. Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary. Whoever you feel is present with your Kundalini, embrace her energy Relax into her. And simply surrender. And it moves upwards, clearing on its way. It moves into your high heart. Become aware of how it feels within your high heart. And it pushes upwards through the throat and into the center of the head. And the heavenly state of bliss becomes available to you. We ask the Arcturians, who of course are working with us, to assist us in raising the frequency. We willingly surrender. We willingly let go. As the state of being known as bliss, and the love energy of the Christ consciousness brings its waves through the high heart, through the higher chakras, simply allow. As you simply allow the power of the divine to flow through you, transforming, transmuting, activating, and raising you into your divine self. All that is required now is that you accept your divinity. So from within the crystal temple, from our third eye, we look outwards towards the moon. We connect to her heart and soul. And we open to receive. We know behind the moon is the central sun, and as the central sun sends out its powerful rays towards Earth, so it is received by the moon and passed on to us. As the moon sends to us in an amplified form, the divine feminine, and the energy of purity. And you are like a link in a chain between the central sun, the moon, the earth, and Gaia. And you simply rest there in the divine flow as a link in a chain. So become more attuned, more sensitive to what the moon wishes to communicate to you, to what Gaia wishes to communicate to you, what the whole galaxy is sending to you. The body remains as relaxed as possible, for it is within the light body that all this is taking place. We come back now to all sitting in our circle within this crystal temple. You have been given the opportunity to ask for whatever you wish for, whilst here in this crystal temple. For all energies are available here. So now that you have asked, allow your consciousness to expand a little more. As your consciousness expands upwards and outwards into ever higher consciousness, not only do you feel your connection, your oneness with Gaia, with your moon, but you also experience your galactic consciousness connected to, receiving from, communicating with so many stars, so many beings throughout the galaxy. You find something very familiar here, as if you remember connections, meetings, and you may find particular stars or systems, planets that you feel particularly drawn to as you allow your consciousness to simply float towards them. You will never need to return again to the limitation of your 3D mind and its programming. for your consciousness has been expanded and you have enough higher energy, higher consciousness to no longer accept and be enslaved into your old thought programs, your old belief systems, your old limitations. As you accept your galactic consciousness, your many connections, and a greater sense of who you are within this universe. So bring this expanded consciousness of self down into your physical body. Down into Gaia. And feel yourself in resonance with her ascension energy. And feel the Christ consciousness, golden light, the Christ consciousness grid around you, around the planet, and see it throughout the galaxy. It is your choice now to be within the new energies of the new earth, bliss and beauty, love and peace. Or to choose to be in the old matrix, which filled you with fear and suffering. Can you let go of your attachment to your suffering and simply step fully into the new matrix, the new hologram? And as you step in, the hologram of the new earth expands around you. So once again, experience yourself within the physical body and grounded in your foundation. be fully present within the body, within this room, perfectly aligned, perfectly centered, in perfect harmony and balance. Until you feel ready to simply open your eyes.